Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today is Friday, June 5th, 2026, and today's construction is by Kelly Moreno. This is her fifth contribution to the New York Times, all themeless. So on this Friday, we'll expect quite a fair amount of punniness and wordplay and misdirection and all sorts of fun stuff. And I apologize if there's some background noise intermittently. Some very audible athletics going on in adjacent rooms, but let's dive in and see what we've got for today, Friday, June 5th, this puzzle by Kelly Moreno. Adjusts as text. Do we want aligns? Maybe? Get away. And this is we want some kind of a sound or vocalization or a gesture. I don't think we want something like tisk. Get away, get away. Lecture setting. Setting. Lecture setting. A hall? Can anyone explain this? And then let me try to explain. That's a fun pair of clues, but I don't immediately see what those would be. Triage prose. Oh. Maybe it's not aligns. Dorado fish informally. Scrapes out. Scrapes out is almost always ekes out, so I'm going to start there. Gal pal. Cis, maybe? Triage pros, that works okay. I want like RNs or something like registered nurses, but it doesn't seem to fit. Dorado fish informally. Mahi mahi, is that? Oops. Would that work? What would this be? Adjust its text. Amends or possibly emends. ERNs? EMTs, maybe? Triage pros? Maybe. Just out, new, like a new release of some kind. Attire that may snap on. Attire that may snap on. Huh. Does up in a way. Well, probably will end in S. Does up. Is this make it make sense? Can anyone explain this? Make it make sense? That would work. Does up in a way. Attire that may snap on. Let me try to explain. Attitude. It could be mean, which is not like a sassy attitude, but just one's sort of attitude or appearance. Appeal in defense. A plea? Does up in a way styles? This looks like the way. Attire that may snap on. Diapers? Round striker. I feel like there's a wordplay there that I'm not seeing. Big do. A gala could be a big do. Studio behind Notorious and Nocturne. Is that RKO? The way I look at it. All right. And this could be just grr, get away, grr. What a sound a dog might make to signal get away. Came out of bankruptcy, say reopened, maybe? Some athleisure bottoms. Do we want skorts? That's just my guess based on the SK that we have. Where 22 across is. Here, I guess. It's a self-referential clue. Coat on a tip. Opposed could be anti. Deity with a temple in Pompeii. Oh, yeah? Actor Gilliam of The Wire. I don't know that either. What if this... No. Doesn't work. What might give a hand in a casino? I really want this to be dealer. A lecture setting could be a dais, then. Isis, a deity with a temple in Pompeii? I really did not know that. Seth Gilliam looks okay. Coat on a tip. Polish. On a tip, on a nail, I guess? Nail polish on a tip? Fingertip? Dealer, something. Grocery stores. Grocery stores, question mark? Painful spots. Summons. This could be the verb, summons, present tense, or it could be the noun, a summons. I'm not sure which. Grocery stores. Kind of figure. Strikes out on one's own. I don't think this is a baseball thing. I think this is like strikes out on one's own, goes off to be independent. But I still don't see it. People not to argue with, they say. Blank Hoffman, 1981 Nobel Prize winning chemist. What might give a hand in a casino? Fuss. Something a toddler might grow out of. Energizes. Okay, let's go up here. A tire that might slap on. It's a tire that may snap on. It really looks like it's going to be diapers, but I don't see then what? Pilot's tools. Radars? Do they still use radars? Round striker. .500 competitor. Top form. A game, maybe? Seaweed-based gels. Agars? Biblical shepherd turned king. David? So-called champagne of Spain. Modern water sport. Targets of some regulations. Emissions? 500 competitor. A racer? Oh, Cava, the Champagne of Spain. Yes, okay. Modern water sport, parasailing. That would make this peen. Oh, right, a round striker. Yeah, on the back of a hammer. Or on the front of a hammer. The peen of the hammer. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Parasailing looks right, too. Fuji, for example, a red apple. Oh, very good. Dash, sprint. Something you can see right through your iris. People not to argue with, they say. Forcibly have. Rip in two, I guess. To remit, say. Call in or mail in, maybe. To remit a payment. Medical diagnostics. Plural, though. MRIs, maybe? Opposite of stay silent. Sing? Maker of the Q3, that's the Audi. Blank a secret. Uh, provide proactive help in a way. Run interference. Oh. In on a secret, and then keep me out of it. I don't want to know. That would work. Canal entry. Oh, the ear is the entry to the ear canal. Blank y plata, Montana's motto. Aura, I'm assuming, movie villain who is a member of Spectre. Blue side with the left in American politics, I guess. Not so rich, so to speak. Light, maybe? Biblical verb. Lean, maybe? This might be begets. New wave band with the 1979 album Duty Now for the Future. I don't know that these are correct. Energizes. I don't know that these are correct. Another medical diagnostic, I guess an EKG and electrocardiogram. Pioneering civil rights activist Blank Arnold Hedgeman. Looks like Anne or Anna. Destination, maybe your aim. Forbidden subject in Islamic art. Icon, like an iconography kind of thing. Row houses to Brits. Oh, I knew this at one point. Destination. Oh, Muse. Yes, okay. Southwestern dwellings. Small marsupial whose name is spelled using only the letters of trop, T-R-O-P. So small marsupial. If the RO is correct, I'm not sure about this actually. The RO is correct. What's most likely at the end here? Unless this is a relation of the kangaroo and maybe it ends with roo. Could be like toparoo or something like that. I don't know enough. Although, with the G here, which I'm pretty confident about, and a vowel here, and a maybe an S here, it does seem likely that that is going to be an O. Well, it's not lean, I can be sure of that. Not so rich. Could be light, though. Could be potoroo or optoroo. Something a toddler might grow out of a phase. Oh. Not so rich. This is Devo. Dr. No, Oro y Plata. I think that sounds good. Biblical verb, though. Southwestern dwellings. Energizes. Oh, not to argue with fools must be. Strikes out on one's own. Summons. Kind of figure. Grocery stores. Stores. Painful spots. Fuss. Oh, what are these 3 lines here? And finally, Blank Neil, co-star of TV's The Hughleys. Ah, boy. Okay. Is there a name for what might give a hand? Just don't know what this could be. Grocery stores. Kind of figure. Strikes out on one's own. Fires or flies? Kind of figure. A plane? Roald Hoffman? Summons hails? Grocery stores pantries? What is this? Flies solo? Painful spots sores. Elise Neal? What are these? Iotas in Greek, the Greek alphabet? Okay. Fuss. Quite a stir. Dealers. What? Dealers. Shoe. That's what the thing is. It's called a shoe. Energizes. I want boosts now. Elist. What else could this be? Energizes. Gooses. Like I want begets somehow. Not so rich, but that doesn't work there actually. I still like light, not so rich in terms of food. Giveth. Aha. Gooses. Energizes gooses. Giveth. And then Hogan's, I'm going to guess. Okay. Definitely some stuff in here I did not know. And some stuff in this area that took a long time to get to. Devo does sound familiar. Are they the band that sang Whip It? I think. That era in music is a little bit fuzzy to me. Anyway, I love these 4 spanning entries here, especially that these 2 are kind of related. Can anyone explain this? Make it make sense. And let me try and explain the way I look at it. And then here, provide proactive help in a way, run interference, and keep me out of it. I don't want to know. Are all very common and sort of well-used phrases that nevertheless I'm guessing don't appear very frequently if they ever have in the puzzle. And then we have 2 long down ones too. A dealer's shoe. which is the card holder on a dealer's table at a casino for what might give a hand, and modern water sport, parasailing. Very cool. Other things that we have here, the amends versus amends thing frequently appears in the puzzle. It was there just a few days ago. This, I think, ends up being probably most likely a dog noise, though I suppose humans could certainly, growl at people to tell them to get away as well. A lecture setting ends up being a dais, the sort of podium from which someone might give a lecture. Coat on a tip, I think, is supposed to be a fingertip. The coat on the tip of your finger on the nail is nail polish. This is the round part of some kinds of hammers with which you might strike some metal. Self-referential clues are always a little bit off-putting, but where 22 across is, where this clue is or where the entry is, I suppose, is here. Grocery stores ends up being the place where you might store your groceries, so pantries, plural. This ends up being Roald Hoffman. I think Roald is a Norwegian name, but Hoffman is a German name, so I'm not sure whether he is Norwegian or German or both. I'll find that out. I'm not otherwise familiar with this chemist. Fuji, for example, is a good misdirection here. I think they want us to think of the mountain, Mount Fuji, but it is not. We're thinking of the apple, which I think is named after that area, but I'm not positive about that either. Gooses for energizes. The word I know as gooses, as the verb is to sort of pinch someone's bottom. I think that's not the sense of it we want here. Although maybe they're related, I'm not really sure. Something you can see right through is nice and misleading there. Literally, you can see through using your iris. Not so rich ends up being in terms of food, food that's not rich. Less rich is perhaps light food. I'll look up Devo and make sure that they're the band that I think they are. I'll have to define Oro y Plata. I think it's hills and plains or something like that. But I'm not sure why Montana, of all places, has a motto in Spanish. I don't know. Maybe they have a strong Spanish-speaking population. I'm not sure. And Hogan's, I don't know what these are at all. So to look at that. This does end up being Mahi Mahi, thankfully. Helped me out in that upper corner there. Attire can be plural, which threw me off at first. But in this case, we do want attire plural. That may snap on our diapers. A big do is not a hairstyle in this case, but a big affair, a big party. I didn't know that there was Isis worship, and Pompeii Isis is an Egyptian deity. But I guess by the time of Pompeii's destruction in, 69 AD, 72, 69, something around there, Egyptian deities may have made it over. There might have been some cross-pollination there. Seth Gilliam, I don't know. I've not seen The Wire. I assume they're talking about like Indy 500 type of 500 racing, like car racing, auto racing, I think is what's going on there. These turn out to be the letter I, plural, the 3 letter I's, which in Greek are iotas. And this is Elise Neal, who I'll have to look up as well. And Potoroo, I'll have to look up. It does sound vaguely familiar, but I can't even picture it. And finally, Anna Arnold Hedgeman, I will also have to look up. And we do have, these 2 medical diagnostic tests, one in plural MRIs and one in singular echocardiograms. So that is our puzzle, a good Friday themeless puzzle by Kelly Moreno. If you enjoyed that solve, if you did, please leave a thumbs up and let me know. And if you want to know what I'm posting next, hit that subscribe button. You'll get those notifications. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.